I will say that for me, the thread will be that on my journeys, I've always lived in the middle of the bridge. And to be clear, I'm talking about seeing myself as a bridge builder. I grew up as a church nerd, was baptized at the African Episcopal Church of St. Thomas, which is the first Black Episcopal church. And I talk about being a bridge builder. A lot of people like to say that. I hear that all the time. I'm a bridge builder. But what they really mean is that people like to build their side of the bridge around their values, their comfort, their community. And then they hope that the other people who might be different, look differently, speak differently, are building their sides as well. But as I would tell people, nobody wants to walk over or drive over a bridge that has a hole or gap in the center. It was in that time frame that the community taught me what it means to love deeply, to lead through struggle, and how do we hold fast in times of uncertainty. And it was during those 12 years of ministry that I started to feel this holy nudge, like I felt this holy unrest from God in the middle of the bridge with the reparations, Sutton Scholars Program. That's what mission looked like. It's love that moves, faith that acts, and it's hope that refuses to stand still. But as the church, when we do God's work, when we do God's mission, it's not always about Sunday service. It's about, where do you stand with God on Monday? Where are you walking with God on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and not just on Sunday? Or are we just rearranging the furniture? My spirituality mostly comes from reminding myself that sometimes in mission, or sometimes in the most radical things that you can do, is just stay. And what I mean by that is stay rooted, stay honest, stay hopeful. It's not always glamorous, and sometimes it can feel lonely. Often it is heavy. And yet in that space, I've learned to love it, even when it's hard, because I believe when we learn to live there, not just stand there for a moment, but live there in the tensions, we might actually discover the kind of transformation the gospel calls us to do.